Officer KD6-3.7. In the beginning of Blade Runner 2049, we are told he is no one. No name, no family, no friends. Just a replicant built to serve.
If you could just look up and to the left, please.
Yet he can feel pain, emotions, and even has memories. But why? It's all replicated to make him have real human responses. Nonetheless, he knows the memories can't be real.
I feel a little strange sharing a childhood story, considering I was never a child.
If we take a look further into Officer K's life, we see that the only thing that truly matters to him is Joy. She was the only person to ever care for him, to love him, and nurture him. And yet, she was created by the Wallace Corporation to keep people happy. Created by the very corporation who told Officer K he was only built to serve. He can't be sure if she truly cares for him, or if it's just her programming. But the thing is, does any of that matter if it feels real to him? Joe has one single memory that has always felt real to him. Hiding that little wooden horse and protecting something he cared for. But he knew that memory couldn't be true because he was told so. It was just a fabricated memory. It was fake. So Joe simply believed he was nothing more. Then the moment came where he saw the very place he hid the horse, and it was right where he'd left it. To Joe, it was more than just a wooden horse. It was a memory from a childhood he thought never existed. But there was still something in him that couldn't believe that it was real. That his childhood was real. His memory was real. And that he could be real. And yet he was holding the wooden horse in his own hands. Officer K had to look deeper. He couldn't give himself value. He couldn't believe he was born into this world. His whole life, he was told he was nothing. So why should he think any different? But once he is told that memory of hiding the horse away was real, his reality was shattered. This is the moment Officer KD6-3.7 became Joe. This is the first time in his entire life he had felt real, with purpose and meaning. Joe had to go through the heart-wrenching reality that he was something more, that he had a purpose. So imagine how it felt for him to have that feeling ripped away.
Rachel had a daughter.
Joe had to go through so much to find out what he already knew, that he wasn't any different than the rest.
You imagined it was you.
Realizing he wasn't anything special, but that he was a cover for someone truly special. Someone who was born into this world. But that's just it. He didn't need to be born into this world to be Joe. He has always been Joe. He just didn't know so. In reflection, it becomes clear that Joe, like every other replicant, could be part of something more. Part of something real.
Why do you? Because you've never seen a miracle.
It's very dark. I'm very scared.
In the end, you realize he's not your average Joe.
We all wish it was us. That's why we believe.
Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe. I want to make a lot more videos going more in depth on the different characters in Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049. There's so many intriguing aspects and different ways to see the characters, but for now, if you want to hear more on my thoughts of Blade Runner 2049, feel free to check out my podcast. I just posted the first episode and the link is in the description, and I'll see you guys next week.